Spicy brain.
Right. So, and as that is, it's morning hours. You with your traveling cart circus. I mean, you much in a much better mood, just like in general. You got Irene, Vasily, Anna, and it's just a happy time. It's a great time, to be honest. Much better than anything before. I mean, the three of them just seem to be happy to be away from wherever they were. Vasily was in a shitty situation of like he was alone on a road being hunted by fucking whatever they were, rabid wolves of sorts.
Wolves.
Irene, was preyed upon by vampires and in a zombie apocalypse town, and Anna was literally raised by hags. So all three of them are rather happy to be right now here rather than where they were before. So and the joy is a bit infectious. And as you are traveling along, is there anything you would like to talk to each other before you actually do enter town? Is there anything you want to discuss before you do go in, or anything you want to say to each other?
Septimus does have a few things he'd like to say to the others.
Go on. Because now would be the time, otherwise later you're going to be in range of course, things, and then, the guards are also going to hear anything you say. So the time for secrecy is now.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably want to get a unified story as to what exactly we've been up to. And why are we entering the town?
Okay, everyone, listen. Like I've told you before, there is an outlaw. This is being said in a whisper between the three. I don't want anyone else,
Yeah.
listening. As the two of you know, there is a dangerous criminal who shares my name, which is why I've taken up the alias that I have, Remus. I've heard that he was last sighted around these parts and a bit further ahead. So I would appreciate it if you kept addressing me as Remus, first of all, and second of all, if you could help me track him down. If anything else, it's going to take a weight off my shoulders that I'm not going to be apprehended for his crimes. Also, is there anything either of you wants to do as soon as we arrive? Because I intend to go see the burgomaster and the commander of the guard.
Other than visiting the church? Not as far as I know. Actually, looking for the burgomaster is also technically in my plans.
Excellent. Saban, any words? Any plans?
Could go for a drink before we head to the burgomaster.
I'm sure Vasily could show us the best of taverns. Speaking of which, I know of one specific one that supposedly is quite good, but a bit on the sketchier side. It's called the Silver Hilt.
You hear the music stop as Vasily starts crouching near. Sorry, no, wait, what voice is it even given? Something with an accent, right? Fuck.
Does she have a
Hello, I am
Slavic
Vasily.
accent?
I am the flirtatious bard. There we go. I got it. Yes, sorry, I just heard somebody mention, I think, the Silver Hilt. What's going on, comrade?
We were discussing plans that we have as soon as we reach Valaki, and the reputation of the Silver Hill is even down to the village of Barovia. Is it as good as they say?
As good as they say. What do you mean, as good as a say?
I've heard that it's an interesting place to drink and an interesting place to collect information, perhaps. Is that true? You seem like a man who knows these kinds of things.
You do remember I'm the one who recommended it to you in the first place, right?
No, I don't, because we haven't played in several weeks.
Yes, if you recall, I told you that the Silver Hill is the tavern in which a lot of were hunters hang out in, as you can probably guess by the name. So it might be a good place to, ask about, what was it, the Lord King of Ravens? Yes.
That one, yes.
Also, the drinks aren't half bad.
That's always a bonus.
Oh, keep in mind, first round's on me.
Are you going to
Alright.
be able to offer us lodging for the night like you promised?
What? Of course. Why wouldn't I? Well, perhaps I should clean up a bit first. But yes, of course I will. I just hope you don't mind.
Not necessary.
The guest room might be a bit dusty.
I have stayed in soldiers' houses. That is not going to be a problem.
Excellent. Right, I'll leave you to it. I didn't want to intrude too much. He leans back and continues playing music again. That's why I asked if some people remember. Sorry, keep going.
Well, Septa said everything he has to say.
Actually, before I do keep on, seeing as, it's been a while since we played, I will act as the tutorial guide. Is there anything else anyone needs a catch up on? I'll be breaking the fourth wall for a moment here. No? Okay, good.
Fuck, hold on. Let me stop laughing and I'll think. Yes. Vasily, friend, tell me, what is the custom in Valaki? How are you meant to address your superiors? Such as the Burgomaster and the...
Well, yes, of course. The
Lord Commander
Burgomaster's
of the town.
title is Burgomaster. Our Burgomaster's name is Burgomaster Valakovic. So you refer to him as that. Burgomaster Valakovic or Your Highness. No, that is too royal, isn't it? He's just nobility, to be honest.
My lord?
Yes. Fuck, he should know that. Hang on, let me just... I don't know it as the GM, so...
Lord
Yes.
Burgomaster?
To be honest, I think Burgomaster is a higher title than your lord or anything like that. So to be honest, I think you should just call him Burgomaster.
Okay. And what about the Lord Commander of the Guard?
Oh,
Just
he
Lord
does not have
Commander?
any noble title, actually. I suppose if you really
Okay.
wanted to flatter him, you could call him Sir or something.
I'm not trying to flatter anyone. I'm just trying to do this according
Well,
to...
I don't think that he really has a title. He might have some sort of very little title, since he is in the service of the Burgomaster. So perhaps he's been knighted. It could be Sir, or it could be nothing. Well, I mean, he is the commander, so call him Commander or Captain. Captain of the Guard.
Very well. Thank you. Anything else that we should watch out for going into Valaki?
As I mentioned, it is important to, not speak your mind too openly, especially if it has anything to do with the guy in the castle, Strad, the guy in the coins as well. Do not talk about him at all. Do not mention his name or his presence. Do not criticize the Burgomaster openly. That is also considered a hate crime. And just in general, do not be negative, I suppose.
Hmm.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Happiness is mandatory. But yeah, the other rule is like festivities are, it is mandatory to attend. So if there's any sort of festivity, it is mandatory to attend.
Mm-hmm.
How joyous.
Yes.
Tell me something, Vasily.
Might
Do
be
you know
other
a lot
things
of
as well.
people? Do you know many people in Valaki?
To be honest, I do not stick around very much in Valaki. I do not know a lot of people there, to be honest. I do know the Burgomaster a little bit. Technically speaking, I do work for him from time to time, mostly as an accountant. Every season or so, taxes need to be paid to you know who, and I'm the one basically calculating most of it.
Excellent. Could
Yeah.
you introduce us to the
It
Burgomaster
is really
then?
boring. Yes, could introduce you to the Burgomaster. Yes, I suppose I could. Yes.
Fantastic.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it'll be more appreciated if someone he knows introduces him to new people than if three strangers show up out of nowhere.
Why do you want to meet the Burgomaster?
I was thinking of offering my services to him. Perhaps look into getting a hunter's license.
Ooh, are you planning on staying in Valaki?
I don't know for how long, but I figured I would take the necessary steps so that my stay can be as proper and as comfortable as possible.
Not bad. I mean, if you want, I can put in a good word for you.
I would appreciate that very much.
So, it's only you, or?
No, I mean, I would
Depending on what
preferably.
kind of work he has, suppose I could be up for it.
Well, I can certainly try and get something like that going. When do you need to meet him, or when would you want to? Not immediately,
After
right?
a couple of drinks.
Or today? That might be a bit hard to organize.
Whenever is good.
Well, like I could try to maybe get it going, like when I have time. It would be hard to try and organize it within a day, though.
Tomorrow then?
I could try that, yes.
Very well. What about the Lord Commander? Any chance that you could put in a good word for that as well?
I do not know him. He is also working under the Burgomaster, but so I guess I could. But I don't really know what is going on with the commander. I have never met him or even talked to him.
Understandable.
Right. I'll leave you be then. Tutorial over. And he continues playing. Right, is there any other secrecy you want to discuss or anything you want to say to anyone else before you arrive at the gates?
If they ask about the kids, what do we say?
We say, well, how about the truth? That we rescued them from the hags. Or that we found them in the wilderness.
Could be. The problem is that I'm not sure if they agree that rescuing them from the hags would be right.
Would be what?
Would be right in their mind. As twisted as the methods are, the Rowie at least seem to just accept that that's part of their business. which would make us thieves and to rescue children stolen property.
And we adopted them. I mean, that's what the children think either way.
Yeah, I feel that's for the best.
We could suggest that there are squires. Or disciples for magic.
In a village where magic is outlawed.
Fair enough.
The adoption may be the wisest way. We tell them they're squires. If they truly are as inquisitive as they say when they get people inside, they may ask the kids to confirm that.
Very well then. They are adopted children, and but who adopted which ones? I recall you adopted Hansel and Gretel, Saban, in their minds, but there's the question of Anna. And Rika. We did pretend to be a couple when we showed up.
We did.
I don't suppose we have much choice of, not carrying on the charade. Either that or we broke up on the way here.
That seems unlikely, and the chances of the kids, supporting that is also unlikely.
You're going to arrive in a bit at the gates. Do you want to slow down so you have more time to talk, or?
Maybe slow down just a bit.
All right. What do you do?
So, we still haven't figured out a reason for coming here. They're going to ask us, why did we come?
Well, we could be somewhat honest that we're looking for people.
Very well. Looking for people, and also, I for one am interested in getting that hunter's license.
You notice that Irene is approaching you. Hey, I was wondering, since they are asking for names and everything, should I really lie? I'm not so certain if that's a good idea.
Why would you tell the truth now? After everything we've gone through to keep your name a secret and your whereabouts a secret.
Because my thinking is that if Valaki is as safe as, it's made out to be, am I really going to be safer, as a secret, or am I going to be safer, using my official title as a daughter of a burgomaster, seeking help from the burgomaster there?
That depends completely on how much the burgomaster of Valaki bends for Strahd.
From what Vasily said, it doesn't really sound like they're too hot on Strahd.
No, but that doesn't mean
then
that
they just don't want anything talked about him.
Well,
Good
I
to know
suppose at the
bad.
gates I could, lie, and then maybe after I find out a little bit more, still make that decision. Because my worry is that if that secret is not as secret as it may seem, I am going to be unprotected in Valaki. Like, I'm putting everything on the secrecy card. Not sure that's worth it.
It's true, but on the same hand, Vasily did give us a fake name because he was afraid we might be Strat sympathizers.
Yeah, I just hope I don't get into trouble in Vallaki because of it.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm also not giving out my actual name.
Supposedly neither can I.
Why can't you?
Thanks to the rumors that there's a bunch of rare people that use my last name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so if anyone asks, you're not traveling with Saban of Gilencia, but instead Saban of Maison.
Very well. Okay, Irene, how about this? You enter the city as Sarah, and then after we meet the Burgermeister, we get a feel about what kind of person he is, and then you make the decision about whether you want to remain Sarah or you want to reveal yourself to be Irene.
Yeah, that does sound reasonable. Yeah.
Just be careful not to be overly trusting. Anything else anyone would like to say? We're almost there.
At this point,
Speaking
unless
of
you're
forever hold your
That's
stopping,
all.
you're going to get there. Unless you're stopping the car, you're going to get there soon. So.
Okay. I'm not the card unless someone says they have something to say.
All right. So in that case, you're gonna keep going, right? Right. As you get closer and closer to the gates, you see up on top it's a wooden structure, sort of like stakes, sort of pointy sticks. On top, somebody looking in your direction, going, "Halt!" What do you do? Rika, you're riding.
I suppose we stop.
Oh, okay, so you're not charging straight ahead. Just making sure, you never know. Oh dear, what? Hang on.